Hello, you fantastic people, and welcome to Chatting Comics, where we chat about comic books and everything comic book related. If you're new here, I'm Comic Rob, and this is the Comic Room. And today we're on my 100th video. That's right, big milestone for me, and I want to say thank you to everyone subbed and viewed and done all the fantastic stuff on YouTube to get me this far. Because without you guys, I probably wouldn't have done it. It's just one of those things. I like talking about comic books, but I like talking about comic books to people who like talking about comic books. So, you didn't talk to me, there's no point talking. But enough of me rambling. We're going to do something slightly different today. And we are going to look at something that you guys have seen on the channel before, but you haven't seen on the channel before, if that makes sense. Today, we're going to do a bit of an unbagging, because I've got these two in poly bags. And people say leaving them in poly bags is sometimes not the best thing to do. And I've been umming and ahhing what to do about these. And you know what? It's the 100th video. So I'm going to open these things so you guys don't have to. So you guys can have a look at the artwork and how cool these things are. Let's get opening. So my audio cut out. So I'm having to do this after the fact. But it's all about the comic, not about my audio. So we are looking at Robin number 3, the collector's edition in the poly bag, with the special front cover. This is part of a 6-issue run with the third Robin, Tim Drake. I know it's not everyone's favourite Robin, but still a good Robin in my book. It's from 1993. And at one point I did forget the scissors. Hopefully I can speed it up and we can just start getting into this comic. Robin number 3 from 1993, 6-issue run. This is number 3. It's not a number 1, it is a number 3. But let's have a look. And the thing that I remember distinctly saying about this comic was the colour. That blue colour really sticks out to me. There are some spine ticks in it, but that's part of the poly bags. See, I changed the camera angle just to get it better. We will come back to that bit of paper in a minute. That bit of paper is very important. I thought it was a random bit of paper. It turned out it wasn't. I'll show you in a bit. So there are a few spine ticks, but we're going to forgive it for that, because being in a poly bag, they get thrown about so much and just you can't see what you're doing to the actual comic. But the colour, the blue colour, I really like it. It's not that ripped. There's the bag again, explaining everything about this comic. You look how mucky it is as well. Look how dirty the actual plastic is. This is what it was doing. It was protecting the comic. It did exactly what it needed to do. But the spine ticks are still there. The cover was done by Mike Nezza and Travis and Scott. I don't want to butcher more names. And an exclusive poster done by Mike Zeck as well. So this is a special moving cover. It has the special technology cover. That's what it is. That's what they say it is. It's like one of those lecterns, but I want to say lectern ones where you move it. But it's not. You've got to do it manually, which isn't so bad. It's not the easiest to do. It does look pretty cool, but it's not the easiest thing to pull and to actually get it moving right without almost ripping it. I thought I was really worried about ripping the front cover. Look, I'm trying to grab it just so I can but it also doesn't explain that there are two sides of this as well. Yes, there are two sides of this front cover, 3D front cover. And hopefully I'll show you right about now. Again, it took me a little bit longer than I thought to get it out because I was just worried I was going to damage it. And there it is. It's got Robin and the Huntress on the other side with the actual Robin logo on it as well, instead of just having an R. It's very difficult to put back in. I was really worried I was going to damage it more than it needed to. Because even if you look at the top edge there, it is whiting. It's not holding the color. Again, it's just the edges were just getting beaten while being in the bag. But again, the front cover is pretty cool. Again, I'm a sucker for these sorts of silly things, but that's me. What do you guys think of it? I think it's pretty cool, but that's my opinion. So enough of me flapping about with the cover. Let's have a look on the inside. And as you can see, being in the poly bag, this thing is clean. It is ridiculously clean. I'm flicking through it quite quickly because we don't need to see the story today, but it is remarkably clean. It is so crisp. There are no folds. The spine is, I don't want to pushed down too far in the center because I don't want to flatten it out. It is perfect. It's the front and the back cover have done exactly what they need to do, and protecting the book itself. That's what I need at some point, a brain transplant. But next point. There you have it. Robin number 3, Cry of the Huntress, part 3 of 6. Again, very cool. I actually switched it back to the other side. I thought the other side looked better when you moved it, but that's my opinion. Again, I just struggled so much with it. It's a cool concept, but there's got to be an easier way. Like I'm just bending that thing now. It's just, yeah, there's no easy way of doing it. Let's get into the next comic. No way, I said I was going to show you something, and here it is. That bit of paper I threw away, it's right here. Yes, it is that beautiful exclusive poster done by Mike Zeck. How awesome does that look? It's like, I mean, come on. As a kid, would you have loved to have a poster that looks this cool? It has everything you would want if you're a Robin fan or even a Huntress fan. It is lovely, and it's crisp as well because it's never seen the light of day, and I put it back in the poly bag for safety, so you may never see it again. Helps if you have the correct scissors to cut things like this. These are for cooking purposes. Not my cleanest of cuts, but never mind. So we have Ultimate Comics X-Men issue number 1. Let's have a look at how clean this is. Oh, look at that. That looks pretty bloody cool to me. Let's try and get it in focus. That looks pretty sick in my book. I know it's not a moving cover, but I can't tell if that's... There's some little damage. Look at it. Look at the damage. And again, this is straight out of the poly bag as well. But look at that. I swear it's not meant to be like that, is it? It looks very blotchy on the old Wolverine. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. Maybe I can get that cleaned up. But, you know, look at the spine ticks as well. Again, I have not opened this right until today. I've not read this. Focus. I've not read this. I mean, straight away, black covers, the spine ticks, they always come. Again, this is a 10-year-old comic though, so it hasn't been out of the bag. But this is what happens when you leave it in the bag. Obviously. Well, for this one anyway. But again, very clean on the inside. Very cool looking comic on the inside. So it looks like there's a lot of story in this rather than a lot of action in this first issue. But it comes... The camera died. But that is a very cool looking pose. And I don't know. I'm going to collect them all. It's only a 34 issue run. I will collect it just to see what the story's like. I've heard good things about it. But I'm looking forward to it. But what do you guys think? Is that meant to be like that? Because it's only on the Wolverine. You know, it's not like on the black at all. It's literally just on the Wolverine. Are they meant to be look a bit dirty and tattered? Because everyone else is looking pretty clean up there. What do you guys think? Put it down in the comments. Should I maybe see getting this cleaned up? Because there are a lot of spine ticks in it. It's what happens when you have black comics or spine ticks. But again, I just don't know if this is from the poly bag or it's part of the artwork. I don't know. I'm a little bit disappointed. Compared to the Robin one, I'm disappointed. It's just not... The Robin was very blue and vibrant, whereas this shouldn't be
as kind of blotchy as it is. But never mind, this is all part of it. This is what happens when you leave him in polybags. Or is it something different? Oh, I just got the defective one. Let me know in the comments below.
And that is it, guys. What did you think of the artwork and just the books in general? Was it worth me taking them out the polybags, or was it not? Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. I've got quite a big X-Men collection anyway. I've got quite a big Batman and Robin collection, let's be honest. I know Tim Drake is not the most favourite of Robins, but he's very good. He's a very good Robin. That's the thing. You've got to appreciate that. It's been a long time since Dick Grayson was Robin. It's been a long time, so we need to kind of move forward and stuff. But enough of me rambling, guys. What did you guys think of it all? What did you think of the comics? Was it worth me taking them out of the polybags? Because I've heard mixed things of, do you need to take them out of the polybags, or was it damaged? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. And what do you think of my new setup? I know it's slightly different. It's not like a major difference, but I've got new shelving here for more comics, which means more got issues. But my Thor hammer and everything. What do you guys think? I'm knackered now. I'm going to have a nap, I think. Oh, 100 episodes. Remember that you guys have always been awesome. And I'll see you in another 100 episodes.